Hi, I'm Richard Tatum, and I started this video series called How to Love, in which I'm sharing my definition, my personal definition of the word love and what it means, in hopes of inspiring people to be more loving towards each other. In the first video, I shared my definition of love, and in subsequent videos, we have kind of discussed what they mean word by word, breaking it down. If you missed some of the earlier videos, feel free to go back and watch them. You can scroll through my page or account, or however you're seeing these, and watch them and see what you think. And my definition of the word love is the willful sacrifice of one's energy for the benefit of someone or something. And we've talked about the word willful, we talked about sacrifice, we talked about someone, something, we talked about energy. I mean, we talked about all the big words in here, but today we talk about the word benefit. Why do I need to benefit someone else? Here's the funny thing. Love and hate are very, very similar. If you take the word benefit out of my definition of love, you're not even sure if you're talking about love or hate. Why? Because I can sacrifice my energy for somebody I hate. I can take time out of my day to get on social media and post some cryptic message about this person, or to go around bad-mouthing them and talking about them to other people. That's investment of my energy. I can lay down at night and be angry at them for what they said or what they did. They are taking up space in my head, my energy, and I'm sacrificing it, I'm giving it up, I'm playing into it because of what they did. And that is a sacrifice of my energy. And I'm sacrificing it because I believe that what I'm doing is going to make me feel better. And truth is, it might make me feel better for a minute, but ultimately it doesn't solve the problem. So the word benefit has to be thrown in there. It has to be a sacrifice. I'm giving up something of value for something of greater value that benefits the other person and ultimately comes back to benefit me. Love and hate are not exactly opposites. The opposite of love is indifference. See, in hate, I can burn energy for your cause. In love, I can burn energy for your cause, but in indifference, I give nothing. And that's why indifference is the opposite of love, because there's no energy expenditure. With people who hate me, I know how to respond to that. And I know who I can and cannot trust if they love or hate me. The problem with indifference is that I don't know. I don't know if I can trust you or not. I feel like I can, but maybe not. Or maybe I feel like I shouldn't, when truthfully, maybe I could. But I don't know based on what you show. And therefore, I ultimately determine I cannot trust you. And the reason this hurts us so bad, and especially for people like me, because I love people. I know the feeling of being loved, and I know the feeling of loving. And I enjoy both. I enjoy loving people, and I enjoy being loved. And when I cut somebody off and say I can't love that person, I'm taking away that feel good from myself. I mean, I'm taking away from them, but they might not even care. They don't sit up at night wondering if I care about them or not. They just don't care. But it haunts me. And so I have to be willing to love other people. I have to be willing to make that sacrifice for the benefit of people. What benefit can I give? So part of the benefit that I can give is to sit down with people who are different from me, who believe different from me, people who would naturally be labeled as my enemies. I can sit down with them and we can have a conversation. And that conversation benefits me and it benefits them, because a lot of times they have misconceptions that they're holding on to. And they want to know, is this true or not? But they don't know how to ask it. And so because they don't ask it, we don't have the conversation, they hold on to it, they believe it's true, and it leads them to having bad feelings towards me. But if we can sit down and we can have the conversation, then we can get to the truth of the matter. It benefits them to know yes or no, are these things true or false? It benefits me that I am being heard. Even if they don't respond positive to me, I know that they heard me. And maybe, just maybe, This conversation benefits both of us in that we come closer together into understanding each other, and it is that understanding that helps us lead ourselves to loving one another. So, what can you do to benefit one another? What can you do to benefit someone else? I know it seems hard that I've got to do something. I've got to take the first step. But that's where it all begins. What can you sacrifice that will benefit the situation and the goal at large? I love the idea of equality, equity, and peace. What can I benefit for those concepts? Ask yourself these questions. Think about the definition of love. The willful sacrifice of my energy to benefit someone or something. Are you willing to love? Are you willing to let go of the hate and to love? Having enemies does us no good, but having allies, friends, and loved ones will make all the difference in the world. I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it. I'll see you later.